Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 7. Every time I called for number 45, we knew something special was about to happen. Those words from manager Ozzie Guillen capture the power and presence of Bobby Jenks, baseball's mountain on the mound, and a heart deeply loyal to his team, family, and craft. Bobby Jenks passed away at the age of 44 in Sintra, Portugal, after bravely battling stage 4 stomach cancer. He was known across Major League Baseball not just for his remarkable stats, but for the way he embraced the game with fierce joy and unmatched intensity. A key part of the Chicago White Sox's historic 2005 World Series run, Jenks was the man trusted to shut the door when a win was on the line. He recorded the final out of that championship and notched 4 postseason saves, moments that will forever echo in White Sox lore. Over 6 seasons with Chicago, he earned 173 saves and back-to-back All-Star selections. In 2007, he tied a Major League record by retiring 41 consecutive batters, a streak that embodied his untouchable dominance. His fastball routinely touched triple digits, but it was his heart and resilience that teammates cherished most. Despite injuries cutting his MLB career short, Bobby didn't leave baseball behind. He turned to coaching, sharing his knowledge with young players and mentoring the next generation. He was preparing for his second year managing the Windy City Thunderbolts, a new chapter he fully embraced with pride. Off the field, Bobby wore many titles: husband, father, friend, and fighter. He is survived by his wife, Eleni, their children Zeno and Kate, and 4 children from a previous marriage: Kuma, Nolan, Rylan, and Jackson. White Sox owner Jerry Reinsdorf said it best. He and his family knew cancer would be his toughest battle. He will forever hold a special place in all our hearts. Bobby Jenks leaves behind a legacy of strength, courage, and unforgettable moments on the field. To fans, he was a symbol of hope and grit. To many who knew him, he was family. Tributes to Bobby Jenks. Number 6. He always made you laugh, even on the tough days. That's just who LB was. Truly one of a kind. Those words, shared by a longtime colleague, capture the heart of Lyndon Byers' remarkable spirit. Lyndon Byers, who brought grit and charm to both the ice rink and the airwaves, passed away on July 4, 2025, at the age of 61 after a brief illness. Though his career began with flying elbows and furious fists as a feared NHL enforcer, he seamlessly transitioned into a beloved Boston radio personality who entertained listeners for decades. Drafted in 1982 by the Boston Bruins, Byers made his mark with 9 hard-fought seasons in the black and gold. Known for his physical style and fierce loyalty to teammates, he totaled over 1,000 penalty minutes, a badge of honor in the eyes of Bruins fans. He helped lead the team to the Stanley Cup final twice, in 1988 and 1990, building a legacy of toughness that matched the city he represented. After hockey, Byers brought the same energy to the studio. As co-host of The Hillman Morning Show on WAF, his sense of humor, candid takes, and infectious laugh made morning drives a little brighter for over 20 years. He retired from radio in 2019, but his voice, like his smile, remained unforgettable. He also dipped into acting, appearing in the hit show Rescue Me and movies like Shallow Hal. Whether facing off in a puck drop or delivering punchlines on air, he did everything with heart. More than his stats or sound bites, Lyndon was known for his generosity, sharp wit, and kindness to fans and friends alike. Social media has been flooded with tributes. One fan wrote, "He was one of us, a true Boston force of nature." The Boston Bruins paid tribute. Lyndon was a fan favorite across his 9 seasons in the black and gold. He is forever a part of our Bruins family. Lyndon is survived by his wife, Annie, and son, Will. He leaves behind generations of fans, teammates, and listeners who will never forget his presence. From fierce enforcer to cherished broadcaster, Lyndon Byers lived boldly and loved deeply. He brought joy, laughter, and strength wherever he went. Tributes to Lyndon Byers. Number 5. Ed Fiori was a true gentleman in our sport, and is a player who would often be referred to as a pro's pro. Those were the words of Miller Brady, president of PGA Tour Champions, words that speak to the heart of who Ed Fiori truly was. Known by many simply as the Grip, for his famously strong hold on the club, Ed rose from humble beginnings to become one of golf's most respected figures. As a young boy in Downey, California, he would crawl under fences just to reach the local course. That grit and determination defined his long journey in the sport. Ed played his college golf at the University of Houston, where he helped lead his team to a national championship. He turned professional in the late 70s and went on to achieve 4 PGA Tour wins, including some unforgettable moments. One of the most iconic came in 1996, when he held off a rising Tiger Woods to win the Quad City Classic, a moment that would become part of golf lore. Throughout his nearly 30-year career, Ed built a reputation not just based on tournaments won but on the way he carried himself. Always approachable, forever humble, and truly supportive, he guided younger players and teammates with quiet strength. His play was marked by gritty consistency, and his presence brought warmth and trust to any locker room. Even after battling injuries and spinal surgery, Ed stayed active in the game. He joined the PGA Tour Champions after turning 50 and captured another title at the MasterCard Classic in Mexico. His love for golf never faded, and neither did the inspiration he provided. Ed Fiori passed away at the age of 72 following a courageous battle with cancer. True to his lifelong character, he faced his illness with quiet strength and deep resolve. He is survived by his family, who've chosen to keep details private during this time. His contributions to golf and the people within it won't be forgotten. Whether as a fierce competitor or a friend to many, Ed's life stands as a legacy of resilience, kindness, and passion for the game. Tributes to Ed Fiori. Number 4. Gordon's legacy is unmatched. He gave everything to soccer in Dallas and inspired countless lives with his wisdom and kindness. Those words, from the Dallas Sidekicks, echo what so many feel about Gordon Jago's extraordinary life. Gordon passed away peacefully in July 2025 at the age of 92. His impact on the sport of soccer, on both sides of the Atlantic, spanned more than 50 years and left a deep, lasting imprint. Born in London, Gordon began as a player, but his true calling came as a manager and mentor. His coaching career took him to the United States in the 1960s, where he briefly led the U.S. national team before returning home to guide Queen's Park Rangers. There, He built the foundation of a team that would challenge for England's top-flight title, winning promotion in 1973. At Millwall, he led the club to a hard-earned promotion, showing his gift for building teams with heart and grit. But it was in the United States that Gordon's influence became truly defining. As head coach of the Tampa Bay Rowdies, he guided the team to back-to-back NASL finals and an indoor championship title. Always seeing potential in new formats, he embraced indoor soccer and helped bring it to life. With the Dallas Sidekicks, Gordon found a second home. Coaching the team across 2 decades, he led them to multiple championships and earned Coach of the Year honors in 2 leagues. His record, 357 wins and 2 championships, underscores his craft, but the relationships he built meant even more. After retiring from the bench, Gordon continued to serve the game. He became a league executive, a trusted voice in the community, and a guiding figure for young talent. Whether from the sidelines or the press box, his presence remained steady and reassuring. In recognition of his service, Gordon was appointed MBE and inducted into the Indoor Soccer Hall of Fame. More importantly, he was remembered as a teacher at heart, compassionate, calm, and wise. He passed away surrounded by family. Those closest to him remember a humble man with a sharp wit, generous spirit, and a lifelong passion for the beautiful game. Gordon Jago changed soccer in ways that few could. His influence continues in the players he coached, the leagues he shaped, and the lives he touched. Tributes to Gordon Jago. Number 3. Where's the cheese? To any Australian who tuned in during the 1980s, those 3 words, delivered with a twinkle in his eye and a larrikin grin, instantly bring to mind Peter Russell Clark. With a catchphrase, a neckerchief, and a pan on the stove, he made cooking feel like coming home. Peter Russell Clark, the energetic and endlessly inventive chef, presenter, author, and illustrator, has passed away at the age of 89. He died peacefully, surrounded by loved ones, leaving behind a legacy that helped shape Australia's love for food and a uniquely Aussie television voice. For nearly a decade on his trailblazing cooking show Come and Get It, Peter invited viewers into his kitchen with warmth and wit. With over 900 episodes, it wasn't just a show, it was a national ritual. His popular recipes and no-fuss style brought joy to families across the country and inspired many to pick up a pan for the first time. Beyond the screen, Peter authored around 35 books, bringing his creative flair to everything from cookbooks to children's fiction. He also drew, painted, and advised on food campaigns that boosted entire industries. His ads for the Egg Board and Dairy Corporation weren't just commercials, they became pop culture moments that made eggs and cheese exciting again. Peter's talents stretched far beyond the kitchen. He illustrated books with the same passion he brought to preparing a meal. He cooked for diplomats and royals, yet never lost touch with everyday Australians. To many, he was the friendly face of honesty, humor, and good tucker. His former colleague and friend Margaret Fulton once said of him, "Peter didn't just teach you to cook, he taught you to love it, laugh with it, and never take it too seriously." To the very end, he remained true to himself, down to earth, creative, and full of flavorful opinions. Whether stirring a pot, sketching a cartoon, or cracking a joke, Peter Russell Clark knew how to make people smile. He is survived by his son, Peter Jr., and countless admirers who saw in him a mix of mentor, mate, and mischievous artist. Though his apron is now hung up for good, his recipes, artworks, and unforgettable personality continue to nourish hearts and minds. Tributes to Peter Russell Clark. Number 2, feisty and staunch loyal supporter, manager, and friend. That is how those closest to Lolit Solis remember her, a woman whose words could spark a conversation or shift the tone of an entire industry. Lolit Solis passed away at the age of 78, after years of courageously battling kidney disease. Her departure leaves a quiet space in an industry where her voice once echoed daily. She began her journey in the streets of Sampaloc, Manila, in a small squatter area near National University. From those humble beginnings to earning a mass communication degree at UP, Lolit carved her place in a world that didn't make it easy. Starting as a police beat reporter, her sharpness and tenacity soon led her into show business, where she changed the landscape of Philippine entertainment journalism forever. With her wit and no-nonsense style, Lolit became a household name as host of the long-running talk show Star Talk. Her rapid-fire banter and heartfelt gratitude became trademarks of her on-screen presence. Off-screen, she kept audiences informed and intrigued with her regular newspaper columns, never afraid to speak the truth, even when it hurt. As a talent manager, Lolit shaped the careers of some of the most recognized names in showbiz. From Gabby Concepcion to Yasmin Kurdi, her maternal instincts and fierce dedication helped build not just stars, but resilient artists who felt seen and protected. She was not without faults. The 1994 Manila Film Festival controversy, one of the biggest public challenges of her life, became a turning point she reflected on with humility. In her words, it was a nightmare that taught her a lesson she would never forget. That honesty and willingness to own her past made her relatable and, for many, respected. Despite the trials of illness and age, Lolit remained active online well into her later years, never losing her sharp tongue or caring heart. Her thoughts, even from a dialysis chair, carried weight in the industry she loved. She is survived by 2 daughters and countless showbiz artists who look to her as family. In remembering Lolit Solis, we remember a woman who was never afraid to say what others only whispered, and who always did it with heart. Tributes to Lolit Solis. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Have you ever heard of families facing hidden dangers right inside their own homes? In one striking story out of New York City, the Lim family found themselves battling a mysterious health crisis after moving into a luxury apartment. Parents Jennifer and David were heartbroken as their young son developed painful, pus-filled blotches across his skin, symptoms that doctors ultimately linked to severe mold exposure hidden within the walls of their new home. Despite the apartment's upscale appearance, the underlying mold problem had gone undetected, putting the entire family at risk. Their ordeal is a reminder that sometimes, even beautiful spaces can hide real hazards. Mold exposure is more common than many realize, especially in city apartments, and can lead to serious health issues if not promptly addressed. The Lims have taken legal steps, aiming not just for justice for their son, but also hoping to inspire greater awareness and improved safety standards for tenants everywhere. Their courage in speaking out shines a spotlight on the importance of proper building maintenance and the need for landlords to be responsive to tenant concerns. As the Lim family looks forward to recovery and better days ahead, their story will be remembered for turning hardship into advocacy, helping keep future generations of families healthy, safe, and protected in their own homes. News 2. Pop superstar Justin Bieber, now 31, is reminding fans about the power of forgiveness after a recent wave of concern about his well-being. Over the past few weeks, Justin has shared a series of candid selfies on social media, sparking conversations among his devoted followers. Some fans expressed worry, but Justin offered a heartfelt message in a black and white photo, writing, "The secret in life is forgiveness," and even included a sweet glimpse of his 9-month-old son, Jack Blues, with wife Haley. Justin and Haley, who renewed their vows in Hawaii and welcomed baby Jack last August, continue to inspire with their commitment to family and personal growth. While the spotlight can be intense, the outpouring of support surrounding Justin shows how much his honesty and vulnerability resonate with people everywhere. It's a wonderful reminder to celebrate compassion, cherish our loved ones, and offer a little more kindness to ourselves and others along the way. News 3. Can you imagine turning 114 years old and celebrating your birthday by riding in a parade? That's exactly what Bonita Gibson just did in Canton, Michigan. Bonita, who was born all the way back in 1911, marked her July 4th birthday as Michigan's oldest resident, one of only a handful of supercentenarians alive in the world today. Bonita's family says her secret to a long and happy life is simple. She loves potatoes. After marrying her husband Kenneth, who worked in the potato industry for decades, Bonita made sure this humble vegetable stayed front and center at every meal. But it's not just the spuds. Bonita credits staying away from alcohol and tobacco, eating healthy, keeping a positive outlook, and never missing an opportunity for laughter and fun. Despite living through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and even surviving COVID-19 twice, Bonita's spirit shines bright. Her family and friends describe her as a class clown, always ready with a joke, and her passion for life is truly infectious. As Bonita enjoys another year surrounded by loved ones, her message to all of us is to savor life's simple joys, keep smiling, and never underestimate the power of a good potato. Happy 114th birthday, Bonita. Your legacy continues to inspire generations. News 4. Sophia Hutchins, the beloved friend and manager of Caitlyn Jenner, has passed away at just 29 years old following a tragic ATV accident near Jenner's Malibu home. Sophia, known for her warmth and leadership as CEO of the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation, touched the lives of many. She and Caitlyn formed a remarkable bond back in 2015, supporting each other both personally and professionally. Sophia was also a familiar face to many viewers through appearances on the reality show I Am Kate. While the loss is deeply felt by all who knew her, Sophia's inspiring legacy of strength, kindness, and advocacy will always be remembered. Her spirit and generosity continue to shine in the hearts of those she uplifted, and the community celebrates the positive impact she made in such a short but meaningful life. News 5. What an outpouring of love and gratitude is being shared today for Richard "Dick" Eastland, the beloved director and co-owner of Camp Mystic in Hunt, Texas. Many are remembering Dick's incredible courage and lifelong devotion following the recent floods along the Guadalupe River. Dick, who had led Camp Mystic alongside his wife Tweety since the 1970s, tragically lost his life on July 4th as he worked to save young girls from the rapidly rising waters. Generations of families know Camp Mystic as a place of faith, friendship, and character, values Dick nurtured for more than 5 decades. Former campers described him as a father figure and a constant warm presence who inspired girls to be strong and caring. Countless stories have poured in, from fishing lessons to heartfelt encouragement, painting a picture of a man who truly cherished every child in his care. Above all, it was Dick's final act of selflessness, placing the lives of others above his own, that has touched hearts across the country. While the tragedy of the floods weighs heavily on the entire Texas Hill Country community, the legacy of Dick Eastland shines bright. He will always be remembered for his kindness, his joyful spirit, and the generations of young women he guided with love and unwavering dedication. What a life well lived and a legacy that will carry on through every life he touched. News 6. It's a bittersweet moment in Malibu as the sons of beloved actor Michael Madsen gathered outside their father's home, embracing each other as they remembered the man who brought so much to film and to their lives. Michael Madsen, best known for his roles in iconic films like Kill Bill and Reservoir Dogs, passed away at the age of 67 after suffering cardiac arrest. On Tuesday, his 4 sons, Christian, Max, Luke, and Calvin, stood together, offering comfort and support in a heartfelt embrace. Family, friends, and fans across Hollywood are sharing fond memories and paying tribute to Michael's incredible talent, his warmth, and his unmistakable presence on screen. Though his passing has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, Michael Madsen's legacy will always shine through his unforgettable performances and the love he inspired in those closest to him. As his loved ones gather and remember, the world joins them in honoring a true Hollywood original, an actor, a father, and a friend who will never be forgotten. News 7. If you've ever enjoyed a late-night drama or a superhero blockbuster, you probably recognize the warm charisma and magnetic presence of Julian McMahon. Today we take a gentle moment to remember the beloved Australian actor who passed away peacefully at age 56, surrounded by his loved ones in Clearwater, Florida, after a private and courageous battle with cancer. Julian's remarkable career spanned continents and decades, starting as a model before captivating audiences in Australian soaps, and then charming millions as Cole Turner in the fan-favorite show Charmed. But it was his complex portrayal of Dr. Christian Troy on Nip Tuck that truly made him a household name. He later thrilled moviegoers as the unforgettable villain Victor Von Doom in Fantastic Four, and brought wisdom and quiet strength to the hit series FBI Most Wanted. Off-screen, Julian was known for his genuine warmth, infectious joy for life, and deep love for his family, friends, and countless fans. As his wife Kelly McMahon shared, Julian's greatest wish was to bring happiness to others, and he certainly did. Colleagues and fans around the world are remembering him not just for his talent, but for the kindness and energy he brought to every project and every relationship. Julian McMahon leaves us with unforgettable performances and a legacy of generosity and spirit. His work may have ended, but the joy and inspiration he brought to our lives will always shine bright. Number 1. The camera never lies, a director once said about Sweetney. But somehow, Sweetney made it feel like pure magic. With a career that spanned nearly 6 decades, Sweetney enchanted generations of viewers across Hong Kong and beyond. Best known for her unforgettable role in The Legend of Wonder Lady, her image as a fierce and graceful swordswoman became iconic, a symbol of strength wrapped in elegance. She started her career remarkably young, stepping into the spotlight at just 17. Raised in Hubei, China, Sweetney brought her poise and passion to the screen in a way few others could. By the 1960s, she had become a household name, admired not only for her performances, but also for her quiet resilience. Her journey wasn't always smooth. She faced challenges, including a brief retirement and moved to Canada in the late 1960s. But in 1997, fans cheered her return to Hong Kong television. Rejoining TVB, she brought with her a matured presence and continued to captivate audiences well into the 2000s. Fellow actors described her as a guiding light, kind, grounded, and generous with her time. Behind the scenes, she approached each role with deep preparation and humility. Her calm presence made her a beloved figure on set and a mentor to many. Sweetney's personal life was a story of love and loyalty. Married for 54 years to Tang Chia, a renowned action choreographer, the couple stood as one of the most enduring partnerships in Hong Kong showbiz. Their devotion never wavered, especially in later years as health concerns took their toll. Tang Chia was by her side through her long battle with pancreatic cancer, offering care and comfort. Sadly, her passing came just days after his own, a true loss of two linked souls. Sweetney passed away at the age of 77, leaving behind a body of work that reflects both her talent and her heart. Actress Maggie Cheung once said of her, "Sweetney gave everything to the screen, and somehow still had more to give in real life." She is survived by loved ones, devoted fans, and a legacy that will continue to shine across screens and memories. Tributes to Sweetney. Julian loved life, he loved his family, he loved his friends, he loved his work, and he loved his fans.